Okay, so basically, through history, koalas were once abundant along the eastern seaboard of Australia, and our bioregions of the southeast Queensland provided a perfect ecosystem for their health and survival. I'd like to also welcome the traditional owners of this land, on which we're meeting in various areas. Ours is the Kabi Kabi or Gabi Gabi tribe, and to past, present, and emerging leaders, I think they are critically important for all the work that we are trying to do for fauna and flora. For koalas, yes, that is my passion, and they are found from the coastal islands and tall eucalypt forests to the low inland woodlands within southeast Queensland, as you can see here. This is our bioregion. Before Australian settlement, our Indigenous populations lived as stewards of the land and held no ownership claims. Their dream time and storylines show a population living within the balance of their ecological boundaries with great respect to flora and fauna. This changed when the white man arrived. Culling of koalas and habitat fragmentation began. To me, this is like the beginning of the end. It was quite critical, this culling of koalas. The practice was banned in the early 1900s in New South Wales, South Australia, and Victoria. However, in Queensland, it took until 1927 when the Australian icon was almost driven to extinction through an open season Queensland government endorsed plan. The mass killings were etched in history as Black August. Millions of healthy koalas were lost forever, and populations have never truly recovered since. Over the past 200 years, we've suffered the largest documented decline in biodiversity of any continent of koalas. So the current koala population represents 1% of the population shot before the fur trade. What did we do? Government created policy, and although many have been written, none have served to stem the decline of koalas due to the lack of actions behind these policies and blatant destruction of core koala habitat. Advocacy groups formed, collaborative efforts have created community awareness and participation, submissions, protests, meetings with all levels of government just didn't seem to do the trick. So repeatedly we have met with disregard or dismissal regarding our efforts, and therefore frustration has been high amongst koala advocates. So we're building a team. 70 to 95% of critical koala habitats have been cleared, and 65% of the total loss of native forests in Australia has occurred in Queensland over the past 4 decades. This is a crisis. No trees, no me. Plans for sustainability of the koala have not saved koalas. Rapid decline with prolonged land clearing has led to the disconnection of core habitats and created island populations with decreased genetic diversity. I know this is depressing, and I'm sorry, but we're getting to the happy part soon. Although disease has increased in populations, we do have current research and science that is proving to stem the tide if we have the ability to rescue, rehabilitate, and actually give a potential vaccine to more animals on the ground. We also see a slight adaptation as they move in and out of different areas when they have connectivity. The tipping point for the koalas and also for climate change is now. So where do we go from here? We have a bit of an acronym to go for our ideas of what Koala Crusaders can do, and that is Habitat, Alliance, and Sanctuary. This has been done and can continue to be done. Queensland Koala Crusaders aims to be a voice for koalas, but we want to do more. 24,000 trees were planted at Ringtail Creek, over 60 hectares, and that connects a koala corridor. In 3 to 10 years, this will be able to serve koalas, and the area will transform to national park. Partnerships and collaborative efforts have really given us a chance for greater awareness and successful outcomes. The Body Shop World Bioregion project in the Noosa Koala Recovery Project gives us hope for further partnerships and sustainable actions. This is just a spattering of groups that we have worked with, and we continue to grow that. Our newest project is we have just donated $25,000 to the University, the Sunshine Coast Detection Dog for Conservation Program. I'm not sure how many of you guys got to see Bear and the amazing documentary lately about the bear with the boots, great dog who did a lot of work after the fire. But their team has gotten quite a bit of national recognition for what they've done and international recognition as well. When people are part of a solution, they take pride in knowing what they do matters for long-term sustainability of a species. I think that with this project and creating an app, we're going to have a whole lot more success in finding koalas and helping. It works on a Bluetooth and it's very small. And what we'll be able to do through citizen science is actually go out into the forest, send families out into the forest, ask them to download this app on their phone and go out and actually find them for us. If they find any that are at all questionable possible disease or dog bite or car hit, or they're questioning anything about their health, then they can refer that right back to our team, and we'll create and collect the data and then send that to the university to be able to finally get some on-the-ground real-time surveys. Our next project that we're really excited about is the fact that we've gotten quite a bit more funding recently that may make our sanctuary dream come to fruition. We've dreamed of sanctuary and an education center for koalas since our inception, and other native Australian animals will also benefit from this as well. Our current funding received has brought this dream closer, and we are seeking partners and property to build upon. We're currently writing a business plan to facilitate all of this, and I think if we look at the collaborative work that can be done for us as koala advocates and for all of us on the GreenPrints team, we have a bright future for our flora and fauna just with the efforts of today. Thanks, Michelle. Really appreciate it.